What up, everybody? It's the Constitution State here. Today's video comes to us from Bay City Public Safety in Michigan. This is Michael Ciccini. He is the Bay City Public Safety Director. And we're not going to talk too much. We're going to get right into it.
I'm going to beat your ass, and then I'm going to take you to jail.
What? What'd I do?
Get out of here.
I didn't even do that.
Yeah, you did.
What'd I do?
Go.
What'd I do?
Go.
That battery?
Get out of here. It's disturbing the peace.
You hit me because of disturbing the
Yeah,
peace.
it's a crime. You need to go.
How did I disturb me? I didn't see anyone else wake up.
You need to get out of here. Right now, you disturbed my peace. Leave.
You just committed battery.
No.
Yes.
No,
You hit
you
me
did
with
not.
a flashlight. That's battery.
Get out of here.
How is that right?
Leave.
Battery, right?
Hmm?
Call the cops.
Yep, that's right. You call the cops.
You just committed battery. You got it?
Chief of police. Call the cops.
That doesn't work that way, dude.
Yeah. You're going to tell me the law? What, you think some legal scholar on the Supreme Court?
He's caught out by the kid, so that's his answer. This is basic stuff. Kid said, this isn't how this works. Oh, what are you, some sort of legal scholar? All their answers. You know, you don't need to be a legal scholar to learn the law. All you need is a phone. Google. You don't even need the phone. You can go to the law library. You really don't need much to learn the law. And that's why it's sad that more people don't know the law. He definitely came out, jacked that kid up with his flashlight. That is assault, battery, whatever you want to call it, for him annoying him. Doesn't matter what he is on duty. He's not on duty. He should have called the actual police to handle this.
No,
But, like, what are we doing that's illegal?
Police. You can't hit me with
You
a
can't
flashlight.
disturb the peace.
Then
And you can't threaten to kick
The
What
First
you got?
Amendment. What's the
Really?
First Amendment?
You hit me with a flashlight.
No,
I
you
can
don't
say
have a
whatever I
right to
say.
disturb the peace.
You have a right to
How are we-
Your rights
how are we
end when they
disturbing the
You
infringe
hit me
on
with a
downtown.
flashlight, bro.
Which are
What are you
down-
talking
like,
about?
Like,
I didn't even do it. How did you feel threatened, bro? Is it my luscious locks? Are you jealous? You bald bitch? Huh? I would be jealous too. Look at like fucking the Grinch out here, bro. Call the cops, bro. You committed battery. I can insult you all I
Here,
want.
back
You're
up.
kiss me?
Assault me.
You want to make out?
Assault
I'll
me.
make out with you right now. I sweep both ways, bro.
Go ahead. Assault me.
Back
I'm not gonna
up.
touch you. I'm not gonna touch you. I know
get
better.
out of his face.
I know better, bro.
Hey,
What is
can
he
you
doing
send
to
a
you?
unit down here? I've got 3 hooligans that need to go.
Hooligans, you hit me with a flashlight.
I'm at 9th Street in front of River's Edge.
I sit down.
You can do whatever you want.
Sweet. I sit down.
Step it up.
I'm not gonna fight you,
Bye.
dude.
It's just all around a bad example of a public servant. Even at the end here, he's calling the police to try and get them in trouble, stepping in his personal space, escalating things, trying to get the kid to make a move so he can grab him and faceplant him and have a real reason to really put his hands on him. It's sad. His justification is that kid annoyed him so he could come down and break the law. The person that's supposed to know the law, uphold the law, thinks they could just break it because they're annoyed. He says the kid threatened him, but there's no proof of that. There's no evidence of that. And I highly doubt he did. Maybe being a smartass, yeah, but I doubt he threatened him. I think for kids, 18-year-olds, they did fantastic. We get into the body camera footage, and as we'll see, he's charged.
Okay, so just before you came downstairs, you were upstairs watching.
The Michigan State game. 5 minutes or so of the screeching tires from the birds, you know, and the hooting and hollering down here. So I go out onto my balcony and I look down, and they're just, they're driving, what is it? They're driving east on 9th Street, approaching the Friendship Shell here, which is fine. And then the guy in the long hair intentionally drives his scooter into the barricade, and I go, hey, cut it out.
Know what I'm getting out of this guy? He's the fun police. He was sitting down watching the Michigan State game, and he couldn't stand to hear anybody having any fun. He said it. He went and watched them on their scooters, and as soon as he saw him do something he didn't like, he said something. Fun police.
Cut your shit.
So you're up in the apartment.
I'm up in my apartment. I forget what he says at me. I can do whatever I want. And I go, you need to get out of here. Something to that effect. And
He hit the barrel or the bar?
he hit the barrel right there, the middle barrel. It was even. He hit it hard enough to move it. It was equally dispersed between the two there, and he hit it hard enough. So we exchanged some words. that were not polite words. And I go, oh, you need to go. No, I'm not going to go. Well, I'm coming down there. Then we'll come on down there and I'll kick your butt. So I put my shoes on. I didn't get down there right away. Shoes, grab my flashlight, my keys, my phone, come down, open the door, tell them to leave, get out of here. Then I walk across the little plaza here to the curb area. He walks towards me, and the confrontation begins.
Did he, when you were upstairs, did he tell you that he was going to kick your ass?
Something to that, yeah, he said that, yeah. Yes. So, and I didn't take kindly to that. So, we meet in the roadway. We're close. I'm uncomfortable, and partly I put myself into that situation.
I didn't take kindly to that, so I grabbed my slippers and ran outside. Well, and there it is, the famous word. I was uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable. And he said he put himself in that situation. He chose to yell at them. He chose to put his slippers on and go downstairs. He chose to escalate the situation. Like, he willingly did this. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
But I was
Long-haired guy, you said?
the long-haired guy. Yeah, just the long-haired guy. The other two were to the left and slightly behind me. And I felt that he was hostile towards me, so I did how I was taught back in the day, is a pectoral, large muscle mass, jab, right?
With your hand?
With my butt of my flashlight.
It's a long time. What happened then?
He got angry, obviously, and accused me of assaulting him, calling me various names such as bald-headed.
Did he know you were a police officer?
I did identify myself, showed him my badge.
Prior to
Told
this
him.
altercation?
I may have when I was walking up, but I brought my badge with me. I did show it to him during or just after the altercation. He was not too impressed.
But he had, so if you had to say for clarification, you don't remember if you did it as you were coming out, if you were identified as police?
I think when I was walking, I may have told him that I was the police. That may be on the video. If the woman was recording me, so at that point. But I did at one point. I knew I identified him. And then I also said, well, you're disturbing the peace. You can go to jail for that.
What do you guys think about Michael Ciccini? I think he's a liar. I think he's stumbling over his story. What's up with this dude? Did you hear him? Yeah, I did what I was taught. I just hit him with my flashlight right in the chest, just like they taught me in the old day. The cop goes, oh, well, what happened? He goes, oh well, he got upset like you thought he would and accused me of assaulting him. No, you definitely assaulted him, bud. There's no accusing you. You did. And as we'll see here, some of his court stuff.
And then, Ms. Ryan, did you wish to address bond?
Your Honor, I would just briefly. Obviously, I know the court has its standard terms and conditions in regards to bond. I also just wanted to make sure there was a no contact order with Travis Cram. Obviously, no assaultive, intimidating, or threatening behavior, in addition to all your standard terms and conditions, and also no possession or use of any weapons. In regards to the remainder of the bond, I leave it to the court's discretion.
Thank you. And Mr. Reyes?
Judge, obviously the court is aware that Mr. Cecchini has no prior criminal history whatsoever. I think the court's aware of the incident that took place, can take that into consideration. Mr. Cecchini obviously is not a flight risk by any means. He's remained in the area. He's fully cooperated with the investigation, has appeared voluntarily at the time and date set for arraignment. So we would ask that the court enter a personal recognizance bond. We have no objection to not having contact with the alleged victim in this matter.
The request for the not to possess any weapons, that's standard on.
Understand.
All right, so at this time, I will grant recognizance bond due to the lack of prior record, and Mr. Ciccini was very well risk. He did appear very quickly on this matter with counsel retained. But due to the nature of the charges, I will grant the request for the protective conditions bond, so there's not be any contact of any type with Travis Cram, except for what's ever necessary during any type of court proceedings. And you not to be within a quarter-mile of his residence or workplace, and not to display any aggressive behavior or have any weapons in your possession while this case is pending. Do you have questions about anything?
Nope, we're set.
Anything further that we need to address, Ms. Ryan?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
And that will leave the room. If you can come up to the bench, court recorder will have some paperwork for you to sign. You do need to have your fingerprints taken, so we do have a fingerprint order as well as the bond.
So what's everybody think about that? I bet you if public servants started getting charged more often like this, they just might change the way they act. I mean, it might not do anything, but it might. The kid not only is pursuing charges, but he also is pursuing a lawsuit. This is a couple years old, so it may be over by now, but I haven't read anything about the outcoming of that. I just know he was doing it. Overall, how do you think they did? I know some people are going to say, oh, well, they shouldn't have ran their mouth, or they shouldn't have did this, or they should have done that. And I mean, yeah, maybe not, but they are just out there at that point exercising their rights. And either way, I mean, at the end of the day, I would expect the public servant, the public safety officer, to come out and do the right thing, not to come out and be the aggressor, be the assaulter. Like, that blows my mind. And that's why I like this video, because you actually see the police do the right thing. It's good to see. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Let me know how you guys feel about this. And I'll see you guys on the next one.